What you just witnessed is 28 years of held-back cheers finally let loose after Braut Haaland scored Norway's first goal. June 16, 2026. A nation that hadn't seen its flag at a World Cup since 1998, finally back on the biggest stage in football, carried there by the player born just weeks after Norway's last major tournament. Thousands of miles away in Boston, the celebration started even before kickoff. At Gillette Stadium, Norwegians were gathering, ready to row and cheer. At South Station, a crowd of Norwegian supporters, wearing Viking helmets, capes, and red, white, and blue face paint, turned an ordinary escalator ride into a viral moment. Arms rowing in perfect unison, they chanted all the way down as they headed to the stadium. Locals had never seen anything quite like it. Footage of the moment spread across social media within hours, introducing all of America to the Viking Row. Around the city, fan festivals filled public squares with Norwegian flags, drums, and a few thousand pints of beer. Some supporters had flown in straight from Norway. Others were Norwegian Americans, 3 generations removed, watching their grandparents' home country play a World Cup match for the first time in their lives. The drinking matched the occasion. Bars near the stadium ran out of certain beers before kickoff. For one night, Boston felt like an outpost of Oslo. While the team played 4,000 miles away, the rowing never stopped. The rowing sensation reached every corner of Norway, even the parliament, where politicians rowed in support of the team. Norway itself turned into one giant stadium. At Ullevaal, tens of thousands packed in just to watch the match on a big screen, a stadium full of people for a game being played in another country entirely. Down in Kongens Gate, the city center became one long open-air party. Bars threw their doors open around the clock for the occasion, and for one night the usual rules did not apply. Kids stayed up. Some schools gave students the next morning off just to let an entire generation watch their country play a World Cup match for the very first time in their lives. Many people took the day off or worked from home. And by every account, the country behaved itself beautifully. Police from Oslo to Bergen to Ålesund all reported the same thing that night. Good mood, big crowds, almost nothing to report. 28 years of waiting, and Norway celebrated like it had been doing this every summer all along. Back home, there was just one small catch to all that joy. With tens of thousands trying to get home from Oslo at once, in the middle of the night, on a Tuesday, the buses and trains filled up fast, and getting home took a little longer than planned for some. The city's transport operator admitted as much and promised to learn for the next match. The match itself delivered everything the wait had promised. Erling Braut Haaland needed only 29 minutes to open the scoring, sliding in at the back post after a low cross from David Müller-Wolf. 14 minutes later, he struck again, racing through to beat goalkeeper Jalal Hassan and double Norway's lead before halftime. Iraq refused to fold. 6 minutes before the break, Ayman Hussein rose to meet a floated cross and headed Iraq level, briefly silencing the Norwegian end and reminding everyone why a team returning after 40 years away deserved respect of its own. Norway pulled clear in the second half. Substitute Leo Østegård added a third in the 76th minute, finishing off a delivery from captain Martin Ødegaard, and deep into stoppage time, a flick on by Christian Thorstvedt was turned into his own net by Hussein, sealing a 4-1 final score. Norway finished the night top of Group 1, level on points with France but ahead on goal difference. Iraq, despite a brave opening 75 minutes, sat at the bottom of the table with work still to do. For a country that had waited 28 years for this night, 4 goals and 3 points was about as perfect a return as anyone could have scripted. Honestly, if a packed bus is the worst part of your World Cup return, you're doing all right. Norway is back. The next game is against Senegal. Let's hope for the best. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe.